I need you to stop everything that you're doing, because if you're paying off your credit card on the exact due date, you're funding the bank's profit instead of your own future. By in this video, you're gonna know the exact day you should pay off your credit card bills to get the highest credit score increases possible. What's going on, guys? Your boy Abu, and I'm back here with another video. I just talked to a client literally today. He had no knowledge that he was paying off his credit card bills on the wrong exact date. So his credit score never ever went up. And now he has to wait another 4 to 5 months just to be able to go and get the house that he wants. It's crazy to me, but nobody will ever teach you this. That's exactly why I wanted to make this video, because the banks will never tell you this information. Because if they did, they wouldn't be able to go in and profit off of you. I'm actually gonna break it down and give you guys the full background knowledge on exactly the right date to pay off your credit card bills and the reason why. And something so simple as the right date can either make or break your credit score. All right, let me paint you a picture that millions of Americans are literally dealing with. You go ahead and actually pay off your credit card bills on time, you're working hard, you're investing into your business, whether it's actually investing into inventory, spending money on ads, or simply just being able to go and hire more people. And every single month, you're paying off your credit card bill on the right exact date. But the thing is, your credit score, it never ever changes whatsoever. And you're thinking to yourself, man, I swear, I pay off my credit card bills on time. I just feel like this whole credit thing is just super rigged. And you might really think that, right? And that's exactly what the banks want you to think, because the banks want to be able to go and actually make money off of you by being able to charge you higher interest rate. And the simple reason is that payments will be made on the due date and not the statement date. This literally allows the credit card companies to report a balance to your credit report, and that way your credit score never ever goes up. And so the main reason why the credit bureaus are able to go and keep a high balance on your credit report, because of the simple fact there's two different dates, right? We have the statement date and also the due date. So this due date is always going to come before the statement date. Let's say, for example, you have a due date on the 30th of every single month. The statement date is always going to report 3 to 4 to 5 days afterwards. So it's usually going to be anywhere from the 5th to the 4th. So let's go ahead and keep it the 5th for this video. So your statement date is on the 5th and your due date is actually on the 30th. The issue with this, right, is that most people think that whenever the due date comes about, that's when they go and actually pay off all of their credit card bills, which is technically correct in order to be able to avoid a late payment. But the issue is that if you wait until the due date, the credit bureaus won't actually get the updated balance that will show up. Let's say that you have a $10,000 credit card and you've already used $4,000 of that $10,000 credit card. So that would put you at a 40% utilization. So let's roll out this example and say that you paid off $2,000 out of $4,000 of your credit card bill. Now, if you went ahead and actually paid it on the due date, the credit bureaus won't have enough time to be able to go and actually reflect this on the credit bureaus. Because the thing is, right, is when the statement date closes, that balance on that statement is what's going to get reported to the credit bureaus. And if you wait until the due date, you won't give yourself enough time to be able to have that balance reflected, because payments usually take anywhere from 2 to 3 days in order to be able to post. And that's the reason why they'll actually report a higher balance to your credit report instead of the one that you just paid off. So you might be asking yourself, well, Abu, if I'm paying it off on the due date, what's the right date that I should even pay it off on? Well, great question. And I'll tell you. All right, here's exactly what I want you to do. Not in an hour, not tomorrow, and definitely not in 3 minutes. I want you to do this right now. After we went ahead and found out our statement date, is to go ahead and set a reminder on your actual phone. I don't care if you put it in your calendar, your journal, or your even notebook, but make sure to go ahead and put a reminder 5 to 8 days before your statement date. Now, a lot of people will tell you only 3 to 5 days. That's totally fine. I understand that, but I like to actually play it safe just in case your statement date happens to be on a Monday and you ended up making the payments. So by the time the statement date rolls around, it didn't actually clear. So I like to give myself leeway just in case if anything does happen. So we're gonna go ahead and set off a reminder with our actual phone that to go ahead and pay off your statement date literally 6 to 8 days before your actual statement date. So if your statement date is on the 25th, I want to make sure that that payment clears on the 19th or even earlier. So this allows enough time for that payment to actually post. And so whenever that statement date does roll around, the credit bureaus are going to get the new updated balance, not the old one with the high utilization, the new lower balance. And this is automatically going to shoot your credit score right up. Now, this is a perfect segue to step number 4. This is the beauty of being able to go and actually pay off your credit card bills on the right exact date. So now, instead of having a 40% utilization on your credit report for that exact card, you actually now have a 20% utilization after the reflected payment. This is super important to your credit score because utilization is the second biggest factor right behind payment history. Now, payment history is gonna account for 35% of your overall credit score, and utilization is coming right behind it at a close second for 30% of your overall utilization. Being able to go ahead and mitigate your balance, paying it off on the right exact day so it reports to the credit bureaus and you actually get credit is super crucial. I don't know about you, but I like to get credit for the work that I put in. It's almost like having a group project and everybody gets credit, but you know, a couple of people didn't really do much. That's exactly how the credit bureaus will look at you if you don't pay it off on the right exact date. You're gonna still be stuck with that high utilization month after month without getting any credit. Now, if you really want to be able to maximize your credit report and also your credit score, and that's actually why I wanted to introduce you to a super easy framework that anybody can be able to understand. Now, we like to call it the AZO method. Now, what this framework actually spells out is a simple concept called always zero except for one. Now, this might sound a little bit odd, but hear me out. So whenever you actually have credit cards, and let's say you have multiple different credit cards, what I like to really do right is, let's say I have 5 different credit cards. So I'll go ahead and actually pay off all 4 of my credit cards right and pay it off to the $0 balance. So whenever I pay it off at a $0 balance, I will leave one and only one with a very small balance. Now, the reason why I don't want to zero out all credit cards is because, contrary to popular belief, the credit bureaus actually want to be able to see that you keep a small balance so they can be able to go in and factor in how much balance of the card you're actually using. Now, if you have a $0 balance on all cards, the credit bureaus cannot even calculate your credit score because a $0 balance will not factor in into the FICO algorithm. And that's exactly why, even if you have a credit card that you barely use right, you still want to be able to go in and get gas, pay it off, leave $10, $20 on there so that can be able to get reported to the credit bureaus. So that way they know that you're at least using the card and how you're utilizing it. But if you have a $0 balance, you won't even be able to get any type of credit for it. So the reason why I go and actually pay off all my credit cards except for one is to be able to have that small balance get reported, and that way I'm able to have a 1 to 3% utilization, which is very small, right? And that's actually how you hack the algorithm and get the highest credit score possible. You want to be able to be around a 1 to a 5% utilization maximum if you really want to be able to get the best credit score possible. But the thing is, if you have a $0 balance, the credit bureaus don't actually know what to make out of it, and they'll go ahead and actually zero it in and not count it towards your credit score. Never ever close a card. And also, if you have multiple cards and let's say they have the highest APR, they give you the worst amount of benefits, still keep the card, but just make sure to use it every 2 to 3 months just so that card stays active and you actually get the credit for it. Banks are never going to hold seminars on the right exact day to pay off your credit card bills. Credit card companies will never ever go out their way in order to be able to call you just to make sure you pay off your balance on the right exact day so you get a high credit score increase. So I have a homework for you guys. Now, like I mentioned, right, we do things fast because money loves speed, right? I want you to go and actually pick out your statement date right now and put it on your calendar. Once you go ahead and put it on your calendar, set up an automatic payment and do the calculation to make sure that you guys have below a 30% utilization. Now, I know I said 10%. 10% is mostly ideal, right? But you really want to be able to make sure that you're at least below a 30% utilization. So every single month, you should make sure to pay off your credit card bills well before the due date, 6 to 8 days before the statement date, so it gets reflected accurately. Now, this is going to allow you to be able to have the highest possible credit score ever and make sure you get credit for what you actually deserve. That's it for this video. If you guys want to know more about how to take that high credit score and turn it into actual assets and also make sure you get funded, DM me funding on Instagram at RealCOAlbu. Make sure you guys go and subscribe. Get your boy to 10K subscribers as soon as possible. And like always, I'll see you at the top.